Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it, man. We're doing an inspection. We're doing an inspection. And look, this why it's good to use your eyes, and this what you gonna see, man. This what you gonna see right here, man. That's why you have to use your sixth senses, man, because you might just find something, man. Y'all stay tuned for the rest of the video. Let's get it.
We gon' pick it up right where we left off, and we gon' bring it to you all around the world. Don't be coming around here with that slick talk. Say that game for your bitch, I'm not a girl. In the city running lights on lit, and I hope.
All right, man, we are back with another video. We in the shop today, man. Shop flow, workflow, man, letting y'all see what's going on, man. So we doing the inspection, and man, right off, man, using these two right here, I'm gonna show y'all what I found so far, man. So y'all stay tuned for the rest of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. Let's get it. Right there y'all go, man. So you guys see this. See how good those treads is right there? Bam. Look at that. Look at that. That's way below D.O.T inspection, man. Look at that. 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 So right now on this video today, guys, I'm going to show you guys how to mount and dismount a tire. We got to put the jack underneath the axle. And we gotta remove this tire, man. So I'm gonna let y'all look at the rest, man. Like I said, if you know how to change the semi-truck tires, man, tap in. If you got a special way that you do it, drop something in the comments, man. Otherwise, man, y'all sit back and I'm gonna show y'all step by step on how to do it, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let's get it. Yeah, man. So we starting back off, and we're going to go ahead. And the first thing I have to do is. So this system right here has the air filtration system, and it also has the lug nut indicators. So the first thing we got to do, we're gonna go ahead and remove our lug nut indicators. And if you guys keep watching and stay tuned for the end of the video, I will break it down and show you what these are for. Show you what these are for. So we're gonna take them off. Take them off. They just pop right off by hand. Sometimes you gotta use, you know, like some pliers or some needle nose or something like that to get them off. But that's how you do them. You can just grab them like I'm doing and grab them off. Okay. All right. The next thing we gotta do is, before we go ahead and dismount the tire and take the lug nuts off, we want to go ahead and get our air lines off. Voila, just like that. Let's do the outer. Let's do the outer. There we go. And of course, that's the outer. Our inner, we're going to have to remove. Also, we want to inspect these. Want to inspect them. All right. So now let me go ahead and jack this thing up. We're going to jack it up and use the jack stand. Can't use the lift I like to use because got a transmission out over there on the next bay, you know what I'm saying? So the jack is holding that up. But let me go ahead and get the jack, man, and we're gonna set it up with a jack stand. Let's get it. Also, guys, too, I'm gonna show you something really important. So, show you guys something. So we are jacked up. You see both sides tire jacked up, right? And you see this one here. That's why you gotta pay attention, guys. So I did notice when I hooked to the trailer that it kind of rolled back some, right? Guess why I rolled back? Look at this, guys. This brake right here is out of adjustment. There's no air applied to the trailer. So what that means is these tires should not move. So I went over to the other side, which I can show you guys too. You go over to the driver's side of the trailer. that tire over there does not move. And this tire does what, guys? See that? So automatically that also tells me that this brakes need to get adjusted. But one thing that we're all gonna do, we're gonna adjust all the brakes to make sure that is right, man. So you guys be aware that I got the jack underneath right there. I'm gonna get a jack stand and we're gonna get to it, man. Y'all stay tuned. All right, we back. Got everything I need to go ahead and make it happen. So let me go ahead and let's get these lug nuts off. Let's get the lug nuts off. So guys, more than likely, hold on one second. Okay, well, more than likely what can happen while this tire is spinning and the brakes are not adjusted right, a lot of times guys do brakes and they will adjust the brakes, guys, with no air applied. And once you do that, it completely throws everything off, guys. So make sure if you are adjusting brakes on anything that's air applied, air brakes, make sure that air is applied. And what I mean by air is applied is you got to make sure the brakes are released to release air to whatever you're working on. Guys, remember that. So right now we're on our inside tire, the one we need to go ahead and replace. So basically, we also want to remove this air line here. We want to remove it. See that? We want to remove it just like that. And also we're going to get a cord puller and we are going to start releasing the air. So another thing too, guys, show you guys this little trick. So if the tire is hard to get off, take this tire iron here and you put it in between right there. Look at that, guys. See how easy? There's no force at all. See that? Voila, magic. Just like that. So right now we're gonna get our cord puller. Oh, and I just hit my head. So we're going to remove core out. All right, you see I got the tire getting inflated. We got our new tire here. I'm going to make sure my tire feed and I'm going to show you guys how to break the bead on the rim if you do not have the proper tools to break the bead. So while this is bead there, I got everything set up. I got the cleans over here. So we can put the tire in the cage. Yep, so we are in and out. So basically, guys, when you don't have the machine to break the bead on the tire, you got to stand on it. Of course, the tire has to be completely deflated. And what I mean by deflated is you have to make sure all the air is out of the tire. So we are there. So basically, guys, you stand on it while the air is deflated, and you just give it a stomp. One more time, just like that. So we are completely broken off the bead, and then you put your little tire juice around the wheel. And what that is, it makes it easier for the tire to come off the bead. So you always want to take the tire off with the front side facing down, which is just like so. We also want to get on there and we want to break the bead on the inside. Now guys, when you stand on the tire and rim, once it's flipped over with front facing down, it does make the tire, uneven. So make sure you got good balance. And there we go. We're off the bead on the inside. And you get your tire juice again, and you want to go around the bead. Go around the bead, guys. Put in a little soap and water, any type of lubricant. When moving the tire is very, very important. Next up, we have our tire tool. Basically, flip over, lay it down, put your foot on it, like so. Lift it. The tire is going to come off the bead, like so. We got one side of the tire, which we put this tool away right now. We're not going to need it anymore. That tool is only for removing and breaking the bead off. You got the bead broken. So next, show y'all a little old school trick that I was taught. Tire iron, right? You want to stand the tire up just like this. Get the tire iron in, flip it over, pull it towards you, and lean at the same time. Like that, guys. So now we can go ahead and do our installation, guys. So with our inside tire, you want your D.O.T. number facing outside or the inner of the tire. So the D.O.T. inspection officer, if he wants to read the D.O.T. number, it's going to be inside. Your outside tire, the D.O.T. number needs to be on the inside. On the outside, right? So you got one tire inside, and we got the outer tire on the outside. And also, guys, if you guys are mounting steer tires would be the front tires of the tractor of your steering component. So when you are mounting when you are mounting a steer tire, you have to make sure that the D.O.T. numbers are lined up with the valve stem, guys. Very important. Very important to do that. Okay? So now, I'll show you guys how to put the tire on. So basically, just lay that bad boy down. You want to use one knee, and you want to walk it around the rim. Just like that. You guys can see we got one side of the rim on. The next thing you want to do, see this little S shape right here? You want to stand on the tire, which you're going to get like a little less than a quarter that's on the rim. You use your S side. This side right here goes against the rim. And you want to walk around with the tire iron and also yourself to walk around to keep the bead down. Just like that, guys. All right. We got one more little section. There you go. Also, guys, very important. Got our tire mounted. Very important to take small bites. What I mean by small bites, when you're the tire on the rim, don't try to take big chunks, big bites to get the tire to go on the rim, because you will rip the bead. So now, of course, we are going to use a tire gauge, which is highly recommended when mounting a tire. This will save you guys. Also, you want your valve stem facing up. You not want to bend down, anything like that when you put it there in the tire. Right. So we're line that thing up so we're right in the center right there. So next, we're going to use some air pressure. Get some air pressure. I also have my bead blaster here. You do not use solder fluid or anything like that, guys. Alright, we got our air going in. Next, we're going to use the bead blaster. And we're going to air this bad boy. Fire in the hole. So you see right now, we do have air going in. Our bead is popped on the rim. As you guys can see. As you guys can see. So basically right now what I do is you have more what's the word I'm trying to use? Can't think right now. Well, you have more of a chance of the tire exploding, putting tire pressure in fast without the core inside. So basically what I do is I let the tire go inside, I remove it, core inside. Basically, we got the air going in slowly. Like I said, guys, less chance of an explosion. If you guys hear what I'm saying. So please drop some in the comments if you guys hear. Also, I want to show you guys the tire gauge that I use. It is digital. Turn it on. And this is the brand here. And you can get it off Amazon, guys. It got a nice little light on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that way. So we're gonna let this thing air up. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments, you guys have any concerns, feel free to go ahead and drop them below in the comments, right? So right now we're just gonna let the thing air up. We're gonna let it air up. And you see we're doing, everything is done properly, the right way, inside of a tire cage, right? Yeah. If you're mounting any tires, semi-trucks, use a cage, guys. It is very important. I know you guys see YouTube videos where you see guys mounting tires on the trucks, stuff like that. Can you do it? Yes. Is it dangerous? Yes. Could the tire explode and cause a lot of damage to the tractor or trailer? Yes. Is a cage recommended to use? Yes, it is. But I highly understand. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but also be aware. Sometimes a lot of things is unsafe. Just use that. So we're gonna go ahead and let's check our tire pressure. See roughly where we are. I'm saying that we're probably at 30, 40 psi, and we are at 40. 42. So we have to get this tire up to 100 psi. This particular company, they want their drive tires, which is, you know, the drive tires on the trailer, which is the rear. They want them at 100 psi, and they also want the steer tires at 110. Every place, every company is different, guys. So they set the tire pressure or what they think that will save fuel. You know what I'm saying? Save gas and everything like that. Yeah, so that'd be the reason why different places have different tire sizes. Also, guys, when you're mounting the tire and you're airing it up, you also want to give yourself a little space from the tire, and you also want to use your eyes and ears to listen. So you want to use your ears to listen, and there's going to be a little bit of bubbling and stuff like that as the tire is airing up due to the lubricant we put around the rim and stuff like that. But one thing I want you guys to be really, really aware of is the crackling sound. If you hear something that sounds like your back is cracking, the tire's getting ready to explode, guys. And I will tell you this, go ahead and let the tires do its course. You know what I'm saying? If you hear that little crackling sound I'm talking about, sounds like somebody's back is cracking, please step away from the tire cage. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go over there and get the air off or try to do something, because you don't know how much time you have before you have the big kaboom, right? So yeah, you guys be aware of that. Be aware of that, because you definitely don't want to be close to that tire gauge if that thing is going to do something. And also, guys, the reason why it's shaped the way it is designed to go up and flip over and lay on its side. That's what it's designed to do. That's why it has to be mounted to, not mounted to nothing, so it can, you know, do what it do. But man, let me know what y'all think about the tire getting mounted. You know, it does, you know, give you a little, you know, you get worn out doing them. Definitely get tired and stuff like that, but you got to do things a certain way to make it easier for you and what you are doing. So we're going to let this thing air up, and then we're going to mount it on the vehicle, on the trailer. So y'all stay tuned. Let's get it. All right, guys, we are getting close. So we're at like 80 psi. And also, guys, once I get down to the hundo, to my 100 pounds of air pressure, I also do let the tire sit in the cage for a couple seconds before I remove it, just to be on the safe side. All right, y'all see it. We at 100 psi. Remember what I said, I let it sit in the cage for a couple seconds before I pull that bad boy up out of it. Be on the safe side. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna assemble the tire on the trailer. We're gonna put everything back, and also, guys, we gotta remember to go and adjust the brakes, man. So y'all stay tuned. Also, too, guys, since we got these air valves, we're going to turn it where the air valves are up and down, so we'll make sure we got our valve stems and stuff lined up to do so. So, uh-oh, and the tire almost fell over. Don't tell nobody, guys. Okay. Let me get my lug nut from underneath here. definitely gonna need that. So let's line our valve stem up. Let's line them up, which is there. We're gonna line them up, get the camera in the right angle. All right, let's get this bad boy on there. Straight on just like that. Yeah, see that? So the next thing we gotta do before we mount our outer tire is to put our airline on. Let's get that bad boy on there. And y'all see too, it doesn't take that long to mount a tire. You just gotta have the proper tings. Gotta make sure we tighten this up too. This has to be snug. Doesn't have to be super tight, but it has to be snug. All right, so now I can go ahead and bring my outer tire on. And like I said, guys, our airlines go like this. Our bottom one is gonna go there. And what this does is that if the tire gets low, if it gets a nail in the tire or something like that, it will use the trailer's air to keep 100 pounds of air pressure in the tire, or wherever you have the tire pressure regulated. And let's get our outer tire. Let's get our outer tire. Put that bad boy on. Let's put it on. And we gotta make sure that we are okay. This should be good there. Send our airline through there. Yes. We're gonna be okay. Lift this bad boy up there. There she goes. So we're gonna put a couple lug nuts on here to make sure so the tire don't fall off on us, because it will definitely do so. And I'm gonna show you guys what's next on the agenda that we have to do next. So the next important thing to do will be to make sure that our airlines line up, which they do, right here at the bottom. You also want to look here and to make sure that line right there is not binding or hitting against nothing. And once you see that those things are good, we can go ahead and put the rest of our lug nuts on. There's our 3. All right, so now we can go ahead and tighten everything up. like so. So now we can get all our stuff out of the way. And you guys see we got all our lug nuts on. The next thing that we have to do is, before we say job done with the tire, of course we gotta let the jack down, take our jack stand out, and we gotta do one thing to make sure that we all good. And I'm gonna show you guys that one thing. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and sit next to you guys and show you what we got. So right now we got our retorque wrench, and we should be retorquing at 550. So always, guys, inspect your retorque wrench. A lot of people use it and they don't put it back. And right now we are set correctly. And right now we're going to do our retorque. We're going to start from up top. You can either work your way to the left or work your way to the right, but it needs to get retorqued. So let's go ahead and do so. That's the sound we are looking for. These green things right here, right? And what these green things are, what they are called lug nut indicators. I'm gonna show you how to install them. So they basically have to go, the triangle has to face the same way that you tighten the lug nuts. So what happens is, if you are doing your pre-trip, if you are doing an inspection or whatever you're doing, if you see these things facing the wrong ways, that tells you right there that we have some loose lug nuts to remove these and also do a retorque. So let's go ahead and get these installed. Just like that, guys. Make sure you guys drop something in the comments, man, if you think these lug nut indicators are important, and if you do think they're important, let me know why. Just like that, guys. Let's go around. So you guys see so far, see how they're going around? That is how they are installed. Just like that. Got a couple more. Should be 4 more. We got 3 more. And now we got 1 more. And we got last of the Mohicans. All right, so now that we got everything installed, we can go ahead and install our air lines and how those go in. They push in just like this, and you hold it down, and you screw them. And also you want to double check to make sure you're not cross-threading, because if you cross-threading them, you are going to damage this hubcap and you're going to have to replace it. And they kind of like a pain in the butt to change, because you also, if you remove this cap, you also got to top off the hub oil. So be aware of that. All right, let's snug them down. Snug them down. I broke a little switch. Okay. Snug them down. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have seen me mount and dismount a tire. I also showed you guys a couple things and inspections to check for and things like that. Drop some in the comments, man, if you guys want to see a video on how to adjust the brakes. Appreciate everybody watching. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. And drop some in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all want to see next on the semi, man. And make sure y'all stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. So when my video goes on, you guys will be alerted. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Appreciate everybody watching. Let's get it.
All the homies that ride.